Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I promise you that minute goes by like super fast.
It did. That's why I'm looking like it's over already. Okay. Did we used to play it back to back or something? Because I swear it seems like it's going faster now.
Yeah, sometimes I would hit the replay,
Got you. Okay.
gives a little bit more time, which I probably should do. I should just hit it twice. Again, I don't
Give
know
us
why I
two
stopped.
minutes, ma'am. Give us 2 minutes.
Give me 2 more minutes.
Two more
Look,
minutes.
Mr. Shabazz just came in and told me that 3 minutes is a long time.
Really? Well, maybe we should do a countdown and then play the video. You know what I mean? How sometimes you
Mhm.
have a countdown at the beginning and then play the video. Maybe give us a little bit more
Good,
time.
good. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll take a poll and see what we should do.
Yes, ma'am.
Get them with the repeat, or do we do a countdown and play the video? Get
We'll
them
figure
warmed
it
up.
out.
Yes, yes. Happy Tips and Tea Tuesday, everybody. We are live. We are live.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tips and Tea Tuesday, everybody.
Let's see
Let's see,
here.
turn these comments on.
Good morning. Good morning. It's 8:03. Give it a couple more minutes before we
Okay.
kick this thing off. How was your night last night, C?
It was good. But late night watching TV. So a little sleepy this morning, but I'll be all right. I ran
Uh-oh.
across one of my favorite movies from the 80s, Better Off Dead with John Cusack. I had to watch it.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh my gosh. It's his girlfriend breaks up with him, so he's like trying to get her back and stuff like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. And there's a when you was talking about 2 minutes, there's like a little paper boy throughout the movie and he keeps popping up, $2. I want my $2. Oh, it just took me back down memory lane. But anywho, I'm sorry. Sorry, I digressed. My bad. Let's get back to tips
Well,
and tea. How was your
I'm gonna
night,
have to
Queen?
put that on my movie list for this weekend. I probably recognize it once I start watching it. You know how it is. You're like, I don't think I've seen that, and then you start. I'm like, oh, okay, I've seen this. But yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. They was
Yes, ma'am.
literally having a debate the other day on like what was the best black comedy movie that was out,
Mm,
and they were like putting up against like like Friday and Coming to America or like.
that's a hard choice because Coming to
Mhm.
America is a classic in my opinion. I mean yeah, that's like a rite of passage. Everybody has to see that.
Absolutely. See, the Friday's like a standalone, and it was like, well, who got the best series of movies? That was a comedy. So,
Mm,
the great debate. I'm not even gonna get started on it.
no, ma'am, no, ma'am, because I got thoughts going through my head, but that would take us down a whole nother pathway.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Let me see here. It is 8:05.
About
Get
ready to
our
kick it off.
way. Let me see. Okay, cool, cool. You already dropped the links in the chat.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right.
I think I hit them all. Let me just double check.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Yep.
Thank you all for tuning in to the live.
Yes, thank you, thank you. You ready to go ahead
Yeah,
and
I
just get
think so.
started? Or you want to give it a few more minutes?
We can give it 2 more minutes
Okay.
just to make sure we
2 more minutes.
yeah, I know I was slow dragging this morning, so I don't know what it is about like Tuesday mornings. I thought Mondays used to be rough, but now I feel like
Tuesday.
maybe because I already have it programmed in my mind that okay, Monday is kind of like, I kind of expect it. So then
Mhm.
Tuesday, I don't expect it to be like this.
Right, right.
Yes. Good morning, Janine. Good morning, Queen. Thank you for jumping on the live this morning. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to post that it's getting started.
Uh-oh.
I am, but we here now. We live
Yes,
and
we
in
are
living color.
here. Live and in living color. Hey. All right.
All
Well,
right. Yeah, let's kick this thing off.
go ahead and get started. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Tips and Tea. I'm Satitra Booker, and I am not alone this morning. I'm here with Miss Shantella Shabazz. She is a true powerhouse and a regional consultant with Nove. Shantella is a force to be reckoned with in the financial services industry. She has a passion for helping people and helping others to create wealth and stability. And she brings wisdom, strength, and strategy to every space that she enters. And she is known
Oh,
to be real, honey. She is real, real, real. She is reliable and she gets results when she comes in, honey. Shantella, thank you for
hey, thank you,
this morning.
Queen.
You're
I'm gonna
welcome.
see who y'all can see. We gotta give her flowers too, because for those who don't know, it might be new to our lives that we do here, Tips and Tea Tuesday. So, teacher herself is also a bold woman of God, devoted mother, and she's a powerhouse entrepreneur herself. She helps so many individuals restore their credit, fund their businesses, and just walk in financial freedom. And as a senior consultant with Nove, teacher definitely leads with unstoppable growth in mind and emotion, and she's passionate about empowering underserved communities, and through education, through elevation, and through economic empowerment. So just know that Miss C here is also walking in her purpose and helping others build a legacy every step of the way. So thank you, C, for being part of this Tips and Tea journey. You're doing what you do, Queen, because you are truly amazing.
No problem, Queen. It is an honor to be here with you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Good morning.
yes,
Good
and listen,
morning.
good
We have
morning,
Carmen
everyone.
and Crystal in the chat. Good morning, Queens.
Good morning, Carmen. Good morning, Crystal.
Thank you for tuning in to Tips and Tea Tuesday.
Hey, Tips and Tea Tuesday. Tips and Tea Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Hey.
Hey. Yes,
But
yes,
yes,
yes. Good morning. Good morning.
good morning. Well, this morning's topic is turning passion into profit, building a travel focused fintech business. And our guest speaker this morning, we are going to tell you about her. Um, Drop some airplanes in the comments if you're ready to turn your passion into purpose and profit.
Yes, yes. Drop those airplanes, everybody.
Drop them, drop them, drop them. Because we all like to travel now. I know I do. And Shantella, we know you will catch a flight in a minute.
I'm trying to be like Gina B. Smith when I grow up.
Well, honey, Gina is international, honey. International. Okay. I see the planes dropping. Crystal Lachey, Charlene, Monica, let's go. So, everybody, today's guest is a woman who wears her crown with style, strategy, and substance. She is a faith led, proud cat mommy and an empowered divorcee. She is a thriving travel business owner who has helped countless people explore the world without draining their wallets, but she definitely didn't stop there. She added financial education to her brand and became a powerful Nove affiliate, empowering clients to not only see the world, but build wealth while doing it. And she is known as the Travel Barbie. But she is more than just a pretty passport. She is building empires one destination at a time. So, Tips and Tea audience, please help me give a warm welcome to Miss Nita Jones. Good morning, Queen.
Hey, good morning, Queen.
How
Good
are you
morning.
doing
Good
this
morning.
evening, Nita? Can
Can you
she
hear
hear?
us okay? Oh, yeah, I think. Can she hear us? Nita, you there?
Nita, can you hear us? You can't. She can't hear us.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
Um,
try coming out, coming back in.
yeah.
Let's see here. Give us some grace, everyone. Having some
Yes.
technical difficulties this morning.
I was having technical difficulties this morning myself. When I was joining, it kept putting me on mute. So maybe Restream is just restreaming this morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, let's ask the audience. Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah.
I think they can hear us here.
Let me see.
Let me go back here, do a refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we tried this the other day,
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, everything was working because I was the only one having issues the other day.
let's see here.
Let me see. I'm trying to.
All right. See, why don't you give them a recap of last week of what we talked about, and I'm gonna check in with Nita. Just want
Sure,
to check
sure, no problem. I was just messaging her. Sure. So last week, if you missed last week's episode, we definitely talked about unloved but worthy. We dealt with some very strong points. Trying to come to terms with healing when you felt rejected, unseen, or unloved. I'm sure everyone out there can relate to that. I myself can relate to it. But we have to know when we are feeling those ways that, God is in control. There she is, Miss Queen, Miss Nita. Can you hear us? She's back. Woo woo.
Ooh, you tried it.
Yes. Yeah, they was trying to hold us back this morning, honey, but no, we gonna keep moving. We unstoppable. We gonna keep it going.
Am I echoing bad?
No, I don't hear an echo at all.
Okay. She tried it. I'm here though.
Yes, you are, Queen, and we are so happy to have you. Welcome, 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 and thank you for taking time out of your day to spend some time with us this morning.
Yes, I'm super excited. Sorry for the delay. But yes, we are here and we ready to go. That just means we about to have a good time. That's all that means.
Yes,
You know what
Queen.
So
it is?
let's
It's
see.
delay, not denial. We a little delay. That's all. That's
Right.
it. That's all.
Yes. Not denial, just a delay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Nita. Well, thank you for joining our live and just being here to share your story with our audience and just helping them to see different ways how they can budget, be able to travel, overcome things that may have happened to them, and not deter them from things that they want to do. So, can you just share a little bit more about yourself and your why you decided to, jump into travel and become a financial specialist and just so much more?
Man, my why started with um wanted to help my family travel more because we didn't have that opportunity when we were younger. We didn't go on the family vacations and things of that nature. When I got older, I started to realize that I was the one planning them. And
Mhm.
so it started out with wanting something new in life, with me having been through a divorce. Y'all, I came up here with nothing. I came up to Ohio, divorce, no job, no money, just the clothes me and my brother and sister-in-law packed in our 2 cars. Um, Staying with them until I got a place, like completely had to start over, right? So I was looking for what is my purpose in life? Like, what am I doing now? Because we get taught to go to school, get married, live this like line of things. But then when things don't go as planned, it's like, well, what do I do now? And so I found that I really enjoyed making sure that me and my family had the opportunity to go places and getting things organized and planned. And then I literally posted one day, just like, I wish I could do this and get paid. And my mentor actually on that side actually found me. So it just kind of took off from then. I definitely did pray on it and make sure that I wasn't just jumping into anything, because I've tried some other things in the past and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my thing. You know what I mean? You can have something going on, but it may not necessarily be your thing. So travel literacy just took it to a whole new level.
Oh, yes, definitely. I can see how that could help out. Yes, ma'am. Anita, what is one lesson that you've learned about yourself through entrepreneurship?
Oh man, the growth. The growth as a person, the growth as a woman. Man, that's actually the best thing that I got of it. A lot of people get into it for the profit and things of that nature. And yes, all of that as well. You definitely want to set yourself up for success. You definitely want to leave a legacy if you can, but the personal growth, targeting areas that I didn't even realize that I needed to work on, by understanding that as a business owner, you're going to come across so many different situations, and it'll test you. It'll see if you're ready to really be where you say you want to be in life. So I would definitely say one of the best impacts for me has definitely been the growth that I've gotten out of it, above everything.
Yes, ma'am. I can definitely agree with you on that as far as entrepreneurship. It definitely will show you your growth and it'll kind of change your mindset too.
Absolutely. So with you being in the travel business, and some people, they work full-time jobs, they have a
Mhm.
family, they have taken care of other family members, but this is something they might be interested in.
Mhm.
What's some advice you would give someone who wants to start this like as a side business in travel or in fintech?
What's the best advice I would give them?
Yeah.
So one, I want to let people know, because a lot of people think that um, they have to know how to perfectly balance everything to be able to do certain things. And let me just tell you something that I heard. I don't remember where it was, but he said, you're never going to have a perfect balance. Every day, you just have to realize what's going to be priority. So I would say do your research, but also get with someone that you trust. Get the information. Information is free. If you decide to apply the knowledge, um, then you have people that can help you do that when it's that time. But I definitely feel like it's something. Um, Sometimes you just gotta take a chance. Sometimes you just gotta really just take the chance and not really see in what's in front of you directly, but try to see beyond, the scope of what can happen for you. What will this result in? Not necessarily what are my life circumstances right now.
I know
Yes,
that's right.
ma'am.
Putting that faith walk on. So did y'all hear that? There's no such thing as balance. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Somebody lied.
It's a trick. It's a trick.
It's a trap. Don't fall down the hole.
Yes. But that is true. You just have to prioritize things. What
Hmm.
you focusing on today. Because what you focus on today may not be what you focus on tomorrow.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And
Priorities.
not
Yes,
feeling
ma'am.
guilty about when you can't give something else 100%, right? Because
Mm,
you have to
Hmm.
make that thing a priority. So that's another thing that we all should try to embrace, that, hey, today I have to, prioritize showing up for my kid. But
right.
tomorrow, this deadline at work is becoming a priority. So you got to
Hmm.
find that balance. And if you can't show up, then lean on your community as well too, right?
Hmm.
We're not designed to go through this life alone, everybody. I love our team. Nita is a part of No Bay. She's a part of Heavy Hitters, top tier hitting queens, Queens in Prayer, and we embrace that. So we have different communities that we lean into to help us in different areas of our life as
Yes.
well too. So I think that is awesome, Nita. Thank you for that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And With doing what you do, Nita, in the travel
Mhm.
industry, a lot of times people don't understand the ins and outs of all the planning and all the steps and things that you have to go through when you're helping them to get to where they want to go. So,
Mhm.
what is one thing that people often misunderstand about what you do in the travel industry?
Wow, that's a good question. What do people misunderstand? I think people misunderstand, or I don't know if I want to use the word misunderstand. I don't think they realize the gainful experience and knowledge that one would have being in this field. I think a lot of people look at people, especially being mostly online.
Mhm.
I get a lot of people with the "I'll just do it myself" mentality, but um, and even with credit, people will say they'll dispute stuff or do stuff with their stuff online, but they don't understand the ramifications of not having the proper guidance. Anybody can, yes, go on Expedia.com and go book something, but did you book something or did you create an experience? Because there's a difference. I
Mm.
want my customers to have an experience. I don't want them to just be like, I got this such and such amount of money and I just want to go on a trip. No, when you go on a trip, you should have an experience. You should come back home feeling, one, relieved. You should feel at ease. You should feel like you learned something on your travel. You should feel like you picked up something that you can come back home with and possibly share with something else. For me, when I travel, I always come home with some form of epiphany, some kind of clarity. And so, yeah, you can absolutely do a lot of things yourself, but I think we need to make sure we understand and we try to look at it from other side and be grateful for the people who are the experts in a certain field. And if you want to continue to do things the way you do things currently, that's totally, fine. But don't hinder or knock the people that's doing it that are the experts either.
Yes, ma'am.
Very, very true. Be honest with yourself, everybody. Are you just going to escape because you run away from your problems? Some problems still gonna be there when you get
It's
back.
for
What
sure.
is the purpose of your vacation?
Yes,
Right. You gotta
ma'am.
embrace that. So yeah, I love that. Create the experience. I need
Yes.
some more experiences over here.
I know that's right, honey. Gotta create that
Well,
experience.
yes. Well, I definitely know for like myself, right? For me and my family, we actually started out in real estate, right? Even before that, I was in finance, doing accounting, and then eventually my husband, he jumped into real estate, and then we decided to bring on financial solutions as a part of that, right? Now for you, you were in the travel industry. So what made you as a Nove affiliate decide to do both, to have your travel business, but also add on those fintech services as well?
So yeah, with a lot of things, just with the travel, your whys change, right? And
Mhm.
I'll say now, as a growing and budding entrepreneur, I'll say that I know now that if you're getting in business to for yourself, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But originally, I got in it because I wanted my family to travel more for the travel. And then when I got with Nove, I got picked up. I say I traded teams. And it's because I didn't feel like my credit journey was where I wanted to be because as we all know, cash can get you indoors, but credit holds conversation. So I wanted my credit to reflect me as the person that I am and the growing person that I am. And also, credit can be looked at as a adult credit card. And I don't know about y'all, but I always got A's when I was in school, and I'm not about to be looked at as a failed adult now. I got way too far and went through too much to be looking like a failed adult. So
I know that's
I got into it for those reasons. But then when I realized how much it's necessary to again create the experience, like you can take um $500, even $1,000 and go take any old trip. But if you're looking for experience, you're looking to get away because you're stressed at work or you need a solo girls trip or something like that. Like you don't want to just go anywhere and come back the same. You want to come back revitalized. So sometimes they take a little bit more money. And it's not the travel agent's fault. It's not your fault. It's just what it is. The price you got to pay to play. So sometimes credit will help you, get to those things. We got all these different apps now. You got Affirm, you got, PayPal, and just, we have learned about Sezzle and just all these different things where you can book flights and split up your payments and things like that. But guess what? Yeah, they want to help you, but what they want to see what that credit do also. So, those are things that you just want to go ahead and have in place so that when you need to do that, it's just like buying a car or getting a home. You don't want to wait until you need it and then it's not ready. So it's the same thing to do when it comes to travel. And I found out a lot of clients were coming to me wanting certain things and they didn't have the cash value up front to afford those experiences. And, you can only lead them to the options, but if their credit isn't where it needs to be, unfortunately, you have to tell them, come back to me when you're ready. And I got tired of feeling like there was nothing else I could do. So now I don't have to tell them, oh, well, see you later. Come back to me when you can. Now I could be like, hey, did you know that I also do? And I can continue, now I got a lifetime client over here and I helped them over there. And it wasn't about me. It was about making sure they got the experience they wanted.
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am. That is
Yeah,
great.
because helping them with their financial solutions, right? They have bad credit. You're not just helping them fix their credit, you're helping them create that experience, like you were saying, because fixing their credit leads to a lot of free things that they can now experience because they have better credit. You have better
Mhm.
credit, you get rewards, right? Because
Mhm.
now you qualify for more things
Yep.
with these credit card companies. They
Right.
give you points, right, that you can earn
Mhm.
for free flights because
They'll
now you
start
have
throwing stuff at you. They'll be
access.
like, wait a minute, you took this trip.
Right.
Let me see what you do with, they
Now you
want
get
you.
free
I mean, and resorts love, a repeat customer. They want you. I mean, it's being a travel agent. I mean, some of the other people that are with us on our team that are also in travel will tell you, like, they want to give you that stuff. They want you to have the experience because they want you to go share it and tell other people. So
absolutely.
set yourself up so you can be, take these trips together. I told some of my clients, I'm going where you going. You might see me show up in Tulum. You might.
Not in a while. Yeah, I'm telling you, because I used to work for Hilton. And if you were a Hilton Honors member, of course they gave you points. But then if you signed up for their credit card, if you get qualified for the Hilton credit card on top of being a member,
Mhm.
they hit me with an extra 100,000 points,
Right,
which
they
got me to a
definitely.
whole new tier, which got
Mhm.
me free night stays, which got me upgraded too whenever I stayed at a hotel. So it got me free snacks. It got me upgraded to an executive lounge, so I have access to free drinks and things
Mhm.
like that if I wanted to. Later hours at some of the hotels and the pool, just different perks you get because you're doing these things and you're preparing yourself with fixing your credit and setting yourself up. So yeah, Nita, she dropping gems this morning. Everybody, y'all drop some gems in the chat for Miss Nita Jones, and let us
Yeah.
know if you have any questions for her as well. We did have a comment from Jay. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just pull that up here. He said, "Treat each day like planning for that vacation you always want to go on. If we tell someone I can give you a free ticket anywhere in the world, but you have to be ready to leave tomorrow, they're gonna plan and organize it immediately to leave. So do the
Yes.
same with business and
TJ.
life." Yes, love that. He's right. He's
He's right.
definitely right, everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the
Do we have
gems
any
are dropping.
questions?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yes, Queen. And you are doing so amazing.
It's my conversation right here. Ooh.
Yes, yes. So you got a question for Nita?
Sure. So, Nita, what is one of the I'd say best destinations that you could recommend for someone that is looking to travel for the experience?
So I'm going to approach this question differently than you may think
Okay.
because where I might think to go might not be the place you want to go. You might be adventurous. I like to relax. I would say the perfect place for you to go upon researching it first is the
Mhm.
place that you're going to most feel like you're, like I said, vitalized and relieved, at peace. Whatever that looks like for you. For me, I want to go to Bali, which we've been talking about, and I want to go take my flower bath. Okay, that's
Ooh,
what
a
I
fun
want to do. I want to go to Thailand and spend $5 for a whole plate. You know what I mean? Those are things
Like,
I want to do. I want to have an experience and I want to save money. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of places I want to go. But somebody else might be more adventurous. They might like zip lining. They might want to skydive for all I know. So I would say whatever the place is that makes you feel alive, makes you feel, like I said, rejuvenated, makes you feel like when you come home, you can't wait to tell people, and you can't stop talking about it because it meant that much to you. Now, if you need help with that, we can always, as a travel agent, of course, we're going to, give you options. If you come to us and ask us questions, we'll give you, a lot of us will have a questionnaire. And I say a lot of us because it's not just me out there. Obviously, you might know someone already that you resonate with, but I would definitely rather you go to someone that's, professional, so you can make sure you're getting that cultivated experience rather than trying to do it on your own. But I would definitely say pick somewhere, like I said, that makes you feel like the ultimate experience.
I got you. If it was me personally, I want a little bit of mixture of some fun because I would love to go skydiving again. I love to
Girl,
zip
I'm
line.
a cheerleader from the start. I can't.
No, it was awesome. It
I'm
was an
not falling out of
awesome
plane on purpose.
Yes,
I love being in the
yes.
sky, but I want to stay there. I don't want to drop out of the plane. No.
Shout out to my son. My oldest son took me a couple years ago for my birthday. And I mean, I did get a little nervous when it was my turn to jump out the plane, like, do I really want to do this? But once I jumped out and to let that scream out, it was like, ooh, I'm flying. It was amazing. It was awesome. But
Child. I'm
I
I'm
would
not
want a
ready to be
mixture.
I'm not ready to be that close to Jesus. No. No. No.
Well, I guess I'm
No.
not too far off because, like, I went ziplining. Definitely not falling out of the plane, but Mr. Shabazz will attest to the fact that he was not a big fan of the ziplining adventure that we
He
went on,
wasn't.
I
but it was
can't.
definitely an experience because it was beautiful. We were in Hawaii and we did multiple zip lines, right? It's like a
Mm.
whole excursion. We was gone all day, and I remember one time it started raining while we were doing the zip lining journey, and the line was so long that you couldn't see the other end of it. And so the
Oh,
rain had came down, and the instructor actually hit the line, and all the water fell down from the line. And we were standing there, and Mr. Shabazz was like, no, ma'am, no, we're not doing this.
mm-mm. The
And I'm like,
closest
it's
thing
so
I can do,
beautiful.
the closest thing I can do to that
Oh,
was I know there's one in Vegas,
yeah.
and that one is not too intimidating. I was thinking about that, but after I get some, go away. But yeah, no. Other than that, no, no.
I get you. I like what you had said before we were talking last night, everyone, but the other night, and Ida was kind of mentioning like you kind of got to know when it comes to traveling what kind of experience you want because we were even talking about cruises,
Mhm.
and you were saying like if you want to go for a relaxing experience, and just be able to hit the spa and have some peace and be in serenity, and you was like definitely the Carnival
Carnival's not
Fun
for
Trip
you.
party ain't for you.
I'm more of a. I'm sorry, but I'm more of a Norwegian girl. I'm more. I'm
Mm.
more. I'm just more. My elevated self is just not
She
with
said my
Carnival.
self.
I ain't gonna lie, a few years back, I was in them young 20s.
I
That
mean,
was my experience was the fun trips. I had a good time though. We did have a good time, but we were on a girls trip.
well, I think the thing for me is too because it's family friendly too, though. It's kids and things like that, and I love that as well. But if I'm being quite honest, I do so much during the day. Like right now, I'm literally on the work computer in the background doing this. My day is so high, and we talked about this so high in just activity. I just want to be settled. I don't want a lot of activity going on around me. Can't like I can't
Just want to be at
just give me
peace.
my wine and show me to my room and my balcony.
I know that's right. My wine, show me to my
Yeah.
room and my balcony. Yes.
Looks like we do have a question from the audience. Jay asks, "How long have you been in the travel business, and is that something you would encourage someone to consider doing as well?"
Absolutely. because I've been in it for 3 years as of August. On that side, I do have a team. I do coach on that side if people are interested, and I would absolutely say do it because you're only one of two people. You're either booking travel or you're getting paid to book travel. So if you're booking travel and you're not getting paid for it, I'll leave that up to you to decide what side you want to be on.
Makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Thank you, thank you. We have some more comments in the chat.
Doing.
Virgin Cruises is next, says Crystal, and she said no kids.
Yep, no kids, no kids. Those Virgin Cruises, they do look
And we
nice.
love the children. We love the babies, but sometimes they need to stay at home with dad
That
or
is true.
mom, somebody.
Yes,
The
mama needs to
grown-ups
have
need some
crazy
time
kids too.
too.
And the
Absolutely.
pets too. They need
Anita,
to stay home too. Maui's staying at home. I'm not taking Maui to
Oh,
my
that's a fur baby, everybody.
that's my fur baby. She's not she go a lot of places. She's not she don't
you're not traveling for mama.
I'm telling you,
no.
sometimes these fur babies be having better staycations than we do on vacation. I'm just
Oh
saying, my
yeah,
dog.
I have a folder for her and I have instructions for when I leave. Yeah, it's bad, y'all. I'm one of those pet moms.
It's
Mhm.
okay. I'm
That's
at you to
okay.
the
You love your
folder.
baby.
Look, she got a schedule.
Look, I was upset because we had went back to Chicago for a while. We left the dog here in Mexico. He had like a resort. They got 5 gardens. He out there swimming in the pool. They
Okay.
sending me pictures every day. He got the biggest smile on his face. He just living his best life. He lounging in the back, playing out in the back in the grass. I go to pick him up and he just looked at me and like shook his head. But then he saw the attendants there. He all excited to see them. Like he trying to walk back to the back. Like I ain't ready to go. I'm having a good time. Sir, if you
Oh
gonna
my
get your
God.
business bag so we get in the car.
I cannot.
Now
I
get
love
your
you
butt in the
though.
bag. Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. So Nita, you helped a lot of people with travel, right? And getting their budget together. What's like a number one hack, a number one travel hack that you can share with the audience that they can kind of implement for themselves before they
Uh,
take the next trip?
so I'm gonna actually start with what would probably be number four, but number one, savings is besides credit and doing the best you can to the best of your ability with that and having that on available. Savings is a big part of it. Um, I never recommend, although I will take itineraries within a few weeks or something like that for somewhere. But I really feel like if you, again, going back to experience, if you really want to have the experience you want to have, it takes time and planning. So I would definitely say set a budget and take time to, at least 6 months before, especially a cruise. Because, baby, those cruises are expensive if you wait last minute. If you actually have ever been on one, my cousin goes on one every year. He tried to get me to book one 2 weeks before, and I said, "Sir, like,
Good luck.
sir, with a family of five." I said, "Oh no, I'm trying to help. No, that's probably not going to happen with your budget." So I would say 6 months before, and with what I know now, I would definitely say. Definitely have some form of savings account. We suggest a high yield savings account. Of course, we can help you. We got that on deck. Give you a maximum interest. Definitely can be used for various reasons. Easily accessible. It's free to get in on. I mean, there's so many reasons, right? The next thing I would say, definitely plan according to your PTO because I know that stops a lot of people. Look at the next year's holidays and how they fall. Plan your PTO around those peak times so that you feel like you have an extended vacation and you didn't really have to use a lot of PTO.
That's
Um,
true.
definitely, let's see, what else do I got? We have so many apps now. Don't feel like you have to stress yourself. Utilize the apps that are out there like Sezzle and Zip and Affirm and all these things. Definitely utilize your resource in that area. If you have a credit card, make sure that you're getting one that's the best value. Again, we can help you there as well. We have a way for you to make sure you're getting the best credit card on our site. and make sure you're getting one that's going to give you back those rewards. And that's with any app. Again, when you get gas, make sure you're using the apps that give you points back for your gas. Just every little bit helps. So use all these tools or as many as you need in combination to make sure that you're planning accordingly to give you the best experience once you get to that point. And then by the time you get there, you're like, well, it doesn't feel like I risked so much. It doesn't feel like I had to do so much to get here because you planned so far back in advance.
That's smart, because when you plan stuff at the last minute, you get those last minute prices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially plane. Especially plane. The hotel's not so much because they want to get rid of those last rooms, but with the plane, plan it in advance. And then Google Tracker. Google Tracker is your friend. It's free. Track your flights a couple months before you go. And then it'll tell you when you're getting the best price. Lock it in. Go ahead and put it on Sezzle if you have to, like Klarna, whatever. Lock it down.
Google Tracker?
Google Tracker. Just type in your flight. And what I do is I compare, because obviously I'm a travel agent. I'm going to get my best, amount. A Google Tracker, we're going to Miami, for example. It's already being tracked because that's right after Labor Day weekend that we're going. So track your flights and then compare it to me. I'm a Delta girl. Sorry, not sorry. So I'm going to Delta. And I'm going to see what they saying. And then I'm going to look at this Google Tracker and see what other prices are out there and see what they saying, compare. And then I'm going to book it when I see the best price.
Gotcha. Do you ever use Hopper?
I have not used that one before, but I also use cheapflights.com. That's another one for y'all. That's a good one.
Hold on, I'm going to write this down, honey. Yeah.
Yes. Or just come talk to Anita Jones directly, and she will make sure she gets you right when it's time for you to do your travel needs. So, hey, come see her.
You should drop your travel agent link in the chat, hon. And let's see here. While I'm writing this information down, Nita, what is one destination that you believe everyone should visit at least once in their lifetime, and why?
I think that kind of goes back to my other question, but if you want me to just pick a place in general. Well, okay, I'm gonna say a couple places because I feel like you can't be an international baddie if you haven't discovered the hidden gems in your own backyard. People need to actually explore the US. There are some hidden gems in different places. I will say one of the best places to go is actually Florida because there's actually so many things to do in Florida. Now, my hideaway is in Destin. If y'all can't find me and my phone is off, I'm probably in Destin. I'm just probably in Destin, Florida. I really think it handles all. There's a lot of things, sense of adventure there. There's relaxation there. There's things to do with the kids there. All of those things. A place to go outside of that, most Caribbean places are good to go to. But like I said, if you asking me, put me on a flight to Bali or Thailand, because that's just where I want to be right now.
I can go ahead and give me a mansion for $10. Thank you very much.
A mansion for $10.
Mansion for $10.
Yes. Well, everyone, we just want to remind you, we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon because, the Queens got things to do. So,
yes,
just remind you to drop your questions from Miss Nita in the chat if you have any questions. And, Nita is also a self-care advocate as well, blending self-care with also faith. So, Nita, I wanted to kind of ask you, we know you're a strong advocate. You do self-care Sundays here live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to know, I know that's a part of you expressing things about self-care, but what do you personally do to refill your cup after life gets really busy?
So there's a number of things I do in my morning routine and my night routine. I actually have a couple of influencers because we can't do it by ourselves, right? I have a couple of influencers that I follow. I did have motivational books and audiobooks and things of that nature. I will say the first thing I do is I wake up with prayer and I end the night with prayer. And we have a prayer call, and I'm going to be responsible and say, I don't always make those calls. but they love me and they know my heart, and I try to get on with them every morning. But when I don't, I still wake up and do my own prayer. Um, I plug in that way. I make sure I just do certain things for me. Like for me, it's like stretching and just getting up, drinking my water, making my that good old first cup of coffee, not getting on my device right away as much as
Mm,
possible. Going ahead and getting my, my bathing stuff and doing all that and whatnot. At the end of the night, I make sure that I meditate. Ever since the movie War Room was out, I made me a little nook in my closet. And I go in there and I literally get a pillow and I have a cover that's already in there. To clear my mind, I do a mind dump and I will write out everything I need to do and say, okay, that's everything I need to do, but what's priority? I make a list for the next day, either that night or the next morning. I listen to music just to wind down. And I do it all in the dark and there, secluded. It's just me and him. And that's how I get my mind right, because sometimes there's just so much noise going
mm.
on around us. And sometimes we need a space where we can just go in there and shut off everything and focus on just that moment.
Spending that quality time with God. That's beautiful. Yes,
Yes,
yes. So
ma'am.
everyone, if you have something that you do to help yourself to, focus on self-care and unwind after a busy day, busy week, busy month, go ahead and drop that in the chat. Let's share that with each other so we can all maybe take some tips from each other and how and implement some new habits for ourselves. So go ahead and drop your self-care habit that might help another queen or king that's on the call today. Thank you, Nita, for sharing that. That was beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. Anita, as a member of Queens in Prayer, how does your faith guide you in the way that you serve others?
It keeps me grounded. I'm big on transparency. One thing people in my audience would know is that I'm not a person that's going to placate on where I'm at. This is where I'm at right now, and this is my journey. This is what you see is what you get. I'm getting to where I'm going to go. I'm not there yet, but you can take this journey with me. Is how I look at it.
Yes.
Let's team up.
Mhm.
It keeps me understanding what's most important. Having a community that I can go to and lean on when I'm not having my best day. It makes all of the difference. You know what I mean? Your success is in your community. You can't do it by yourself. So I would definitely not be where I am to this point if I didn't have them.
Yes, ma'am. I can definitely
I love
understand
that.
that.
Okay, now I'm gonna tear it up. Okay, I've been
Woo!
good this whole time. Been
And you
good this
definitely
whole
put
time.
the word in the chat. Barbara Ann is definitely saying yes and amen to that queen. She does the same for herself. Carmen is saying, yes, I'm here for another month in Florida. So
Ooh, Florida.
she's definitely enjoying that time. They love the wisdom that you're dropping. Crystal is saying that she needs to explore the city of Chicago more, and she lives right there and hasn't done
Yep.
enough.
I've said that on
So
my Sunday reset. Start with being a tourist in your own town. People be scared to do solo stuff. So start with your own city. That's
yes,
definitely something. I mean, because how's somebody gonna come to your area and you don't even know where to go to take them? We
and
That's
what can I
true.
go do? I don't know. Go see the bean.
And
gonna
that's
find out
another
together, girl. We gonna find out together.
The
that's
Chicago
another
people
little
call it the
picture
bean, but
game
it's really called Cloud Gate or something like that. But
guys.
it looked like a bean to me.
Mm.
Jay says,
Oh my
enjoy
gosh.
walking and everything out while doing so in peace. That is definitely one of those things that I love to do as well as just a daily thing that I can do to kind of embrace self care when I go take the
Oh
dog
yeah.
on a walk. I'll walk and I'll just have a conversation with God. Like he's
Yes.
right there, he's walking along with me, and I'm telling him about how yesterday went, talking about, what I have on my mind for the day, asking him for help to kind of remove any worries that I'm having. So it can just be as simple as you taking a walk and just talking to God while you walking. It can be
Mhm.
anything, just embrace what's good for you. So that's my little tip, everybody.
Yeah. Walks are definitely life changers as well. It's my in between exercise right now because your
Mhm.
girl We getting this weight down. Y'all already know what it is.
Yes, Queen. And you made another good point earlier, Nita, not to be scared to explore by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised when you just step out and you do some things by yourself. It can be a little peaceful and a little resetting.
Okay. Listen,
Those
I used to
walks.
be mad. I was one of those people that was like, I can't, I don't, what if something happened? And let me just say, traveling alone is safe, y'all. Do your research, talk with your travel agent, go on things like travel.state.gov if you need information, things like that. So you can make sure you're going to uh, a good place or a good setting. It's also dependent on the time of year you go. Like all of those things are a factor, but traveling alone is very, very safe if you know what you're doing. So don't be afraid of that because you're missing out on the experiences because you're waiting on someone else. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, we didn't come in here by ourselves, and we're gonna leave by ourselves. So why would you why would you hold your life up waiting on somebody else? That's my last tip.
The travel Barbie has spoken.
She
She
said,
said, "Script."
don't hold yourself up waiting for somebody else. Go ahead and step out and do it.
And
Mm-hmm.
they'll tell y'all we was all in ATL. Girl, Renita, who'd you bring? Myself. What we doing? What we finna get into? I'm not waiting on nobody.
And did you
Absolutely. Carmen just
have
said
a
you meet
limo,
new
Queen?
people.
Huh?
Didn't you have a
You
limo
meet
or
new
something?
people when you travel by
Yes, I
yourself.
got me a black car to the hotel. I got me first class to coming in because it was my birthday. Yeah, I did not spare any expense for ATL. I did not. I was
I
on the
know that's
top
right.
floor. Yes, ma'am.
That's the
All
way to
right.
do it.
Well,
If you
I
want
love it. I love it.
to
Well, it
do
doesn't look like we have any more questions in the chat. So let's do a quick rapid fire with Nita real quick.
Let's go.
it.
Let's go.
All right, Nita. Favorite passport stamp so far?
I have not gotten my passport stamp so far personally, but I've helped my brother get his passport stamp.
All right. Where did he go?
Because I haven't had the need to. That's why I want to get things going for Bali. That will be my first one, more than likely. My brother, though, Canada is actually really beautiful, although it's not really considered. You know what I mean? But Canada was really beautiful. He's also been to the UK and some other different places. So I'm gonna use my brother's passport. that I
I want to go to the UK. I want to go to
I
the
know that's
And I
right.
do walk people through that as well. Some people don't know how to get their passport and things like that. Like I'm an all-inclusive agent. I help people get started on that as well. I will walk you through the process of getting set up for your passport and things like
Point. I'm
that.
sending my
So
dad over to you, Mr. Fortune Garrett. I'm gonna set him. He gonna give you a call next week.
UK.
no,
I know.
All
seriously,
right.
because my brother was like, I don't know what to do. My job wants me to do this and that and the other. I said, okay, when they want you to leave. Okay, what they say they want? Da 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 da. I said, okay, well, I made you an appointment. You need to be here on this day. You need to go ahead and take your photo and da 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 da. Like I don't play no games. You ain't gotta tell me but once.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's get it.
go. Let's go. So, Nita, window seat or aisle seat?
Oh, girl, window. I ain't got time for no aisle. I want to see the sky every single time I'm up there in the sky. I don't want aisle. No, ma'am.
That's
Where they
right.
do
Let's see what the
that
audience
No,
is.
ma'am.
Hey, tips and tea. Window seat or aisle seat?
No,
I'm
ma'am.
definitely window seat.
No,
at?
ma'am. I don't need to go to the bathroom. No, I don't. I'm gonna stay right here until I get off. No, ma'am.
However, if you are one of those people that need to go to the bathroom a lot during the flight, please pick an aisle seat.
Yes,
Please,
and now.
I'm.
Please don't
We say
be
this with all love. Please pick the aisle. We understand, but I no.
All right, all right. So, one Bible verse or affirmation you have that you kind of lean into, as especially during stressful seasons.
Affirmation would be your journey is your own. And then 1% better every day, just 1% every day.
1%.
Um, and then my scripture will be Psalms and 120 and 1. In my distress, I cried unto the Lord because that for me says like I could be feeling like I'm at my wit's end. All I gotta do is call him.
Amen.
That's beautiful. Thank you,
Amen.
Queen. Thank you,
Carry
Queen.
on or checked luggage, Queen?
Girl, I'm not checking nothing in. Okay. I need my bags on me because why are you touching my stuff? No, no. And don't red tag it either because they try to red tag it and put it on the plane. No, I already researched this. My bag is the specification. I'm in first class. Give me my bag.
Give me
Give me
my
my
bag,
bag.
sir.
No.
I'm trying to learn how to
No,
pack lighter.
I've already had the drama story of losing not even losing, they lost my luggage on a trip so that I was solo on, and no ma'am. And I don't, and also as an additional tip, don't pack your whole life in your briefcase. Pack what you really know. I'm serious. Well, and I okay, let me Lord.
And have backup for the backup because you never, I'm a girl and sometimes stuff don't fit right.
So
Gotta have options.
hear me out.
Options.
Hear me out.
You know how it is.
I'm not
Sometimes
necessarily talking about I'm
participate in the discussion right.
weak. I'm not necessarily talking about clothes. Shoes don't have to be every single pair on the first row of your closet.
Are you sure?
First lady. Now,
I don't
but
need
no,
I
but
don't need 4 different shoes in the same color in my bag.
I'm so sorry. No.
I'm on rehab.
What I have
Rehab.
found with packing my whole life in my luggage and it being lost before is that half the stuff that I had in there I didn't even need. And I had to recover it. And when was able to recover it, I got it from the store, did I not? So we don't have to pack our whole life in our luggage. Pack your needs, your essentials, outfits, that's fine. I'm talking about people that pack their whole beauty bar and their whole the whole makeup counter and all of the things. Because a lot of time when you do that, you're gonna forget something either on the way there or the way back. And for me, it's just like, I don't really need to do all that because I know if I did forget something or if I don't have something, I can simply get it when I'm there. And another thing that I do is and also we go shopping, right? We're going to go shopping when we get there. So how you going to put more stuff in there? And you already got all this stuff. But another thing I do is I also will ship my stuff back. I've shipped stuff to myself and I've shipped myself stuff back. So this is why I can carry on because I don't stress over the small stuff that I don't have packed, and I know that I can get it either by buying it or shipping it or something like that. So and then that'll help you with y'all fees. Ship y'all self some stuff, and go ahead and take that check, that carry on, and keep going.
Smart. I never thought about it like that because see, in my mentality, when I'm traveling, I'm thinking it's better for me to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
And I again, when you start traveling, or depending on the duration of time that you're traveling, yes, you are thinking about that. But because even just a couple weeks ago, I went on an impromptu trip. People were like, "Renita, where you at, girl? I'm in St. Louis." Like sometimes you don't have that kind of time to just be looking over every little thing. So take what you know is necessary, and then like I said, get it when you get there or buy it and then ship it back to yourself if you don't have enough room and things like that on the way back. Y'all, I came up here with just my clothes in my car. You can live without it.
You can. You definitely can. And I'm going to check myself into rehab next week.
Not rehab.
Overpacking. And the team doing too much in my suitcase. So
team doing too much in my suitcase.
Definitely guilty of that. But I'm gonna get better. I now only pack 2 pairs of flip-flops now. I don't bring 5 different colors. Okay, so we're getting better. And I know now I am not gonna wear heels. So I stopped packing heels. And if I'm going somewhere hot, don't pack all that makeup, ladies, because all you're gonna do is sweat it off.
You only need 3 pairs of shoes, some flats, some heels, and some tennis shoes.
I'm allergic to heels. I'm
gonna leave y'all alone. Tiff and T over with now. I'm about to be booted as a guest.
No, Nita, we need to have a Zoom so you can teach us how to pack more efficiently. Yeah, I see those people where they roll stuff up and everything, and they have like.
Oh, I'm not rolling all that stuff. I'm about to give me a decompressed airbag. I got 4 of them. Go ahead and put it in there.
work. I used it for my last trip.
I'm
Oh,
not
really?
listen. I had so much stuff in that carry when somebody was my roommate. I'm not gonna say her name because she's not on here, but when she saw all the stuff that was in my, she said, "You had all of that in your bag?" I said, "Decompressed airbag." Yes, ma'am.
I know gonna
So
be right there in rehab with me because she travels with 3 pieces of luggage. Come on, girl, get on up. We going to the rehab bus.
okay, Carmen, where we going with all that luggage though? But I just need to know where we going. I'm just saying. I just want to know where we going
But
because if it's
Carmen,
a
I'm with
3 day
you.
trip,
I
if it's
love
a
it.
3 to 4 day trip, come on. Okay, let me ask y'all this: with all that stuff you pack, how much of it did you actually use?
That's not the point.
See,
Yeah,
I only
yeah,
use just in case. 'Cause what
honey,
if I need to
I'm
stay
with
longer?
Carmen. When we went to Atlanta,
What
we was
if
there for what, 3
I have
days?
outfit
I had
malfunction?
a
See,
duffel
and that's
bag,
the
a suitcase, and
mhm.
boxes and bags still.
oh my
'Cause I
goodness.
had to have my shoes and stuff, you know.
I
Yeah.
cannot, y'all.
In my mind, I'm like, why do I have to buy it if I already have it? You know, but
Okay,
I don't get older. I don't know
don't
what.
call your favorite travel professional. Be like, they lost my bag. I'm gonna be like, what?
You know, so far I've definitely had some mishaps with luggage. They broke some of my luggage, so there's been some things. It's
Oh,
been delayed. We had to go find some stuff, but
see,
you
that's why
know,
I said don't red tag my stuff either, because my brother was he's the one that kind of got me into before I came over with y'all and learned things. My brother was the first person to kind of upgrade me into different lifestyles, and he was going somewhere first class. And when you're first class, if you don't know, you're supposed to have guaranteed cabin space.
mhm.
So something happened still and was still too full. And so they red tagged it. So red tag means that they put your luggage under the plane as opposed to like when you go check it in and it's on another plane sometime. So
Mhm.
what happened was when they got to the destination still, his red tag came off. And so even though he was able to identify his luggage by policy, they still couldn't just give it to him because it didn't have a tag on it. So, and it had his meds in it and everything. And so it was a whole thing. So for me, as for me, that's why I say, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not going to give you any reason to need to hold on to my bags. I just can't. I just
True.
can't.
Well, just know if you lose my bag, that just gives me a reason. It's time for new stuff anyway. But I'm gonna
See,
stop. So Nita,
All right. Time to go shopping.
oh my goodness.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. So Nita, what's next for the travel Barbie?
First, we're gonna have this class about the proper way to pack luggage and usage of blood. No, I'm just joking. I have me and a partner have started a new. Well, first I have my Reset Sundays. Tune into that every Sunday at around noon. As I go over travel, life updates, credit, uh, financial, all the different things, tips, and just what's going on for that week. And then me and a partner have started a series called Real Talk. If you didn't see part one, definitely see part one from last month before it gets deleted. We started with Straw, and we're going to do part two of Straw. And then we'll announce the next movie for next month on July 26th when we do part two of Straw. So it's for some that didn't get on there, it's about going over the movie and talking about all the different ways how it's tying into our economy, giving you financial tips, and just going over the movie in general and what our experience was of it. Um, so it's called Real, REEL Talk. And again, that one next episode is going to be July 26th at night. Then your girl is trying to do some things on the back end with her website, getting some new things out on that, and possibly starting going out on faith and starting this travel lifestyle and financial YouTube so I can go out to a broader audience and get them the information that they need. So this Sunday Reset was kind of like the beginning of it, and now I'm ready to try to expand within this next quarter.
All right, I
That's
love it.
amazing. That is
Thank you, Miss
amazing.
Nita, for sharing that. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Miss Nita
Yes.
Jones. Definitely check her out on Facebook Live on Sundays, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, where she is definitely giving some great tips on self-care. She's gonna be teaching us how to pack a bag. Coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
I'm gonna come with my notebook, my pad, my pens, all of it. I'm gonna be ready, especially for that live. But definitely check out Miss Nita, and we're excited. Yeah, let's do the YouTube, Queen. We're gonna be
Yes.
waiting for it, and definitely gonna be on going over the live with you and your business partner, checking out the Straw movie, and come see Miss Nita if you need some help financially. You have some questions. Any of our team, from the heavy hitters to Nove and our goal getter family. If you have any questions or need help with credit, any financial solutions, definitely feel free to reach out to us directly and we'll help get you on the right track. So thank you again, Miss Nita, for just coming on and just sharing with our Tips and Tea live audience. You drop so many gems. I'm like speechless. Like
Yes.
I feel like I didn't get a chance to take enough notes, but I'm gonna go back and watch this live on repeat.
And this was not rehearsed, I will say, because I looked over some things, but I like to come at you raw. So these are all things that I just could think of. But if anybody has any specific questions, I can definitely provide free advice on certain things that maybe we didn't cover, or maybe I might have some more tips that I didn't spew off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm always looking to have the conversation.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, we definitely
Thank you
appreciate
again,
you,
Queen.
Queen.
Yes,
I
you got
see the
some
hearts
mention niggas
dropping.
from the audience as well. They definitely appreciate you coming in and dropping so many gems.
My heart's not. I think my heart is broken too. I like to do mine like this. Sarah, we need to practice.
I'm not a,
Mine.
Yo,
but
guys,
somebody
do
hit me
it.
with the other half. Where's T at?
That's great.
There we go.
Look, maybe I can do it if I'm doing it.
It's not working. It won't work.
We gonna
Oh my
we gonna get
god.
it together.
We just gonna put our own signature on our own hearts. Okay, that's what we doing.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So yeah, everyone come check us out. Nove, we have the free LLC setups. Nita mentioned earlier, travel hack, start a high yield savings account. Get that better interest rate on your high yield savings. Don't just do the standard bank 0.01%. We have a partnership with SoFi where we're at 3.8% right now. So come check us out here at Nove. And if you need, like Nita said, you need some mentorship, you need some coaching, we're here to help. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Everybody have a happy, blessed Tuesday and a blessed rest of your week.
Yes, yes, yes. So if you're ready to turn that into purpose, come on, reach out, reach out. So we'll see you all next week where we have another special guest for everyone. I'm not going to drop names yet, but it's definitely going to be impactful. We're exploring our series on faith and finances. So we're very excited for next week. But thank you again, Miss Nita, and we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.